He said, I know you're strong anyway, but just hold your head and you'll get through it.
And now you're knowing it's on your shoulders now.
My shoulders. You can't even help me now, pops. You've always been helping, man. From a kid. But now you can't even help, man. So when I hang up that phone, man's on the wing, bro. It's peak. You can't help me.
Yeah.
Like, they have to tell you when you can visit me.
Yeah.
Like, it's a madness. Yeah. So, I always
in their
that,
little system, there's another big man in here for their
big
system.
man, you get me? And I always know that, right, you know what, I just have to do. That was when I knew that, right, you know what, bro, you have to be strong regardless. So that's what kind of like made me kind of hold that thought process to where, right, you know what, mentally, stay there, bro. Don't go below that.
I want to throw a couple questions out there. Yeah. I want to say now, yeah, we're gonna go back to your journey, jail, how you got through it, and coming home and whatever, yeah. But what's your first? Because obviously you're saying love was at home, yeah. What's your first memory of pain? Like heartbreak. Like, what was your first memory of like first time when you felt like raw? Like,
you know what? The first like pain. You go through minor pains, but the first heartbreak was like pain. It's like raw. The streets ain't got no love for no one. The ham died. Yeah, like for then it was like, raw. Okay. Remember we all used to roll.
yeah.
So then when he got died and the way he died, it was like, raw. Yeah. That was pain where I felt it. Like, You know that one day you swallow it in your throat, like I felt that one day still. And that made man's heart cold.
Yeah.
Because there was too much funny things that went on around that.
Yeah.
Which you already know. So it just kind of just made me cold. Like, okay, anyone can get it. Yeah. That's how I was seeing it. Because I'm saying, alright, cool. If bro can get it like that, from people he may have been around or whatever, then bro, I can get it like that as well. Yeah. And anyone around me can get it like that. So now, where's our thought process? Now we just have to hug the streets completely differently and have no love for it as well, you get me? And so I'm not gonna lie, that was where the first pain kind of came through. It was like, alright, cool, tie up your boots, you get me?
And outside of the home, what's your first memory of love?
Outside of the home. First memory of love. Outside of the home. Bro, it's mad car. Before bro died, I had love for the streets. Like I literally had love for the streets. Like, right, this is man. We have to have love for the streets so it can nurture us and grow us in it. Because the household can't grow us on the streets. So I had a little love for the streets, you know what I'm saying? And then like love after that would have been, yeah, but then that's going back to the family, innit? The love after that would have been Dean.
But before Dean, because obviously, if I remember correctly, there was a process in it before you come into the Dean in jail, innit? There was a bit of a time, yeah. So when would you say now, yeah, like, see after, like when would you say that you started to fall out of love with the streets?
You know what it is? When I went to jail, I got birded, I started to realise like people who was meant to be nice people, not really there like that, man. Yeah. Get me? And you're not really, man ain't playing their position correctly. And I'm confused because I'm like, huh? This ain't how it's meant to go. It's meant to go like this, but it's going like that. So in my head I'm like, bro, I let that ride for a little piece. And then after, I started to realise like, bro, okay, it's not that. And it took man to come to jail to realise it's not that.
Yeah.
Then the love started to die out for the streets. So like,
While you're in the system.
Jail, so I forget the streets. There was a stage where man couldn't even contact me. Yeah. There was a stage where I was locked up the whole road.
So now watch this now, yeah. So you see when you're having that nest, you think, remember the dawah's been coming to you from before, you know. So you see when you had that mentality now, yeah, you think that made it easier for you to like now to grasp the dawah now. Because it's like, it's like the streets are fighting that.
And that was why, because when I was on road and I was watching dawah, I was so involved there wasn't no time to think about the deen. Yeah, stuff like that. You get what I'm trying to say? Because I was so involved.
And I want to even ask a question. It's a bit back. It's going to be before this. Because we was outside young, we're running around, this, that. When did now, yeah, Block 5 become Block 5?
Well, yeah. So the 5 now, the 5 came to 5. From like, the 5's always been the 5, but I know what you mean, like when it was like established.
Like it's 5, the Block 5.
Yeah.
Remember, man's outside, but they're not saying, link me on the 5 or the 5. Like it was just the road.
Yeah, it was the road. Yeah,
man's gonna say the road.
Link you on the road. Yeah. Now the 5 became the 5. I would say like when I came out of jail as a Jew, them time they're like 02 times. That was when like we started to build the structure now, different settings. And what happened is I started going yard on a regular. And them times there when I started going yard on a regular, and I'm staying out there for like 3 months on ends and I'm patterning it differently, you get me? So what I was doing, I was coming back, bringing that structure to the ends, like one order, you get me? So I'm coming back now, I'm saying, yo, this is how the thing's patterning, how I make it survive and make it make sense. So then from them times there, so I would say like 03 them times there, like it was like the 5. I'm gonna say to you.
And who said, bro, it's the 5?
Do you know the maddest thing? The maddest story, bro. The 5 was called the 5 before man even named it the 5. Man didn't even know.
Yeah.
Imagine that, man's own block. So obviously, man named it on the blocks that we secured. So we had Milford, then we had behind Black's house, behind Black's Pyrie, that was 1, 2. Then we had
behind like the parkside,
yeah, that was Pyrie in it. So we had that. So we had G Block, YPs, Pyrie. Then we had White Flats, that was 3. And then we had the Cage, that was opposite my bit, that was 4. And then go past the Cage now into the 5, innit? So we used to, no, past the Cage was Paula, innit? So we used to say that was the 5th block, basically. So man was just saying, yeah, this is Block 5, you get me? And then it was mad, like, and these times, but we never, you know, like when you're on your ends, you don't look at like the signage, little signs and that on your end, because just your ends, innit? Like that.
And it's actually Block 5,
the thing was called Block 5. I was like, yo, the thing's actually called Block 5. Yeah, this is it. It's a mad thing. So that was the story behind Block 5 still. But that's when it became 03 times, where it was established, people knew, and it became very notorious at that stage.
And when do you think, like, you know you're outside, you're young, when did you tell yourself, or you know you're saying, I'm that guy?
Here we go again, they wanna go again, you won't see loads of them, they won't see yo again, can't go back on the